What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to TDPHINSTALK, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. We are live once again on Victory Friday. These are rare since we don't play many Thursday night football games, but we are live here on Victory Friday. The notifications have not been sent out, so I'm letting you all know we already dropped some other videos, so go check them out. The first one was the MVP of the Thursday night game. Go check that out. We also have who I think is going to be the next star in Miami. It's not who many people think it will be. So go check that video out. And then the last one was me giving Xavier Howard props for coming out and having an amazing game and showing his value. And we hope that that continues. So please go check those videos out. We're trying to get over 200 likes on every video. So even if you don't have time, go check those videos out. Hit the like button if you can. Help TDPHINSTALK out in every way you can if you want. Don't forget to check me out on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, Sportscaster, DolphinsTalk.com. All the tags are TDPHINSTALK, ladies and gentlemen. So check me out on those platforms. Thank you to all the Patreon members. The discount code for all Patreon members to the merch store is in the Patreon right now. Also, since we won yesterday, I put a discount code on the community tab. So if you want some TDPHINSTALK merch, there's a discount code on the community tab on YouTube. So check that out as well. Shout out to the Patreon members, all those who donate to the channel via PayPal, Cash App. Shout out to Jennifer Jordan. It's been a minute. I haven't seen you in a while. I'm glad to see you rocking with us today. I don't know why you don't have the blue mod. Let me make sure that's on there. Glad to see you, though. I'm really glad to see you, Jennifer. Horsey Head in the building, Bahamas in the house. I see everybody, man. Somebody said Heat in 5. They better do it tonight. They better not play around. But anywho, let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. I brought y'all here tonight again because I wanted to talk about the players who I believe their stock is up. I'm going to tell you why, and I'm actually going to give you an order. I'm not just going to say players that stock is up. I'm going to give you a top 5 players whose stock is up, from least up to highest up. So the least up is number 5. The highest up is number 1. And I also added one more individual for stock up as a honorable mention, okay? So at number 5, we're going to start right there, okay? At number 5, Ryan Fitzpatrick falls at number 5 for stock up. Okay, we're not going to ignore the start of the season for Ryan Fitzpatrick, but his stock is up in Miami right now because what he does is he's basically suppressing Tua right now. He's going as long as he plays that well, Tua will sit on the bench. That is a fact. So we already know there's no long-term aspirations for Ryan Fitzpatrick, but his celebrity, every time he has a game like that, his celebrity grows more and more and more. His stock is up right now because everyone felt like at some point this season, he would be replaced by Tua. But as long as he keeps playing like that, it may not happen. So he's number 5 on my list for stock up. He had a hell of a game, the most efficient game that I have ever seen Ryan Fitzpatrick play as a pro in the NFL or even heard of. I mean, I know about the 4 or 5 touchdown games, but even in those games, he probably threw 2 or 3 picks. But this was an efficient game, 0 turnovers, 2 touchdowns, 3 all-purpose. And I had to give him mention in this stock up because he's basically saying, I want to be the starter for the entire season. He keeps playing like this, he will be. So his stock is definitely up, all right? Number 4 on my list for stock up, Xavier Howard, ladies and gentlemen. Xavier Howard's stock has risen from this game. He had a phenomenal game. These are the type of games right here that makes you forget about any lulls that he had in game 1 and 2. But now we have to look towards consistency and making sure that he's continuing to head in the right direction. Game 1 was horrible. Game 2 was not horrible, but it wasn't good. And game 3 was exceptional. I think he made a big jump, and it makes you forget about the first 2 games. But we're going to need more of this from Xavier Howard, and we're going to need that type of play to actually continue. So his stock it has risen quite a bit, guys. It has risen from, oh my gosh, to, all right, now this is what I'm talking about. We're trending in the right direction as a team. He helped our defense play better football, especially having Byron Jones out right now. We don't know how long that's going to be. Hopefully he's playing versus Seattle. But his stock is definitely up at number 4 on this list. Let's move right along to number 3. I have Jakeem Grant at number 3 for stock up. Though he was not a major factor in the game with the prominent role, Jakeem Grant, with his minimal opportunities, made them count. I know he had like a 30-yard play on an end around. He had a comeback route. I mean, he made the best use of his snap count. Jakeem Grant made the best use of his snap count. And we're talking about a Jakeem Grant who in week 2, did he have 2 all-purpose yards or something like that? Not all-purpose because he did return some stuff. But his stock is definitely rising because a game like that is what says we need to call his number 1 additional time. And now we need to call it 2 more times, you know? His number got called, I believe, 3 times. He made the most of it. Now, I feel like he might get five opportunities the next game. It might increase to 6 after that, 7. As long as he continues to make the most of his opportunities, he's going to be that flex weapon that we need for big punch plays that we didn't see coming. And he did that. So salute to Jakeem Grant making number 3 on my stock up list. And I want to move right along to number 2. And some may say, yeah, but is his stock up? It's been up for a while. No, ladies and gentlemen. Devontae Parker is number 2 on my stock up. Because Devontae Parker came out at the beginning of the season. We know that he was going to be the beast that he is. He had a decent game. He came out last week. Despite the injury, and had a decent game. And this week, we're worried about his hamstring. And I'm telling y'all, Devontae Parker was 5 for 5 on the field, making everything count. He looked like a number 1 receiver that, I'm going to be honest with you, he looked like that guy. It reminds me of when we brought Brandon Marshall in. When we brought Brandon Marshall in, we knew he was our number 1 receiver, so we targeted him 10 times a game, and we had hope that he'd catch 8 of them. Devontae Parker was only targeted 5 times. But when you look at how he played with those 100% completion, when you look at how he played, he ran his routes with Chris. He got the right depth in his routes. He was literally balling out with only 5 catches. And this is why we have to start treating him like a number 1 receiver. Although the offense was spread out and we had a good, solid game, there's no reason why Devontae Parker should have less than 8 targets per game every single game. And let me tell you where I think that this team needs to utilize him more: in the red zone. Why do we make Devontae Parker almost non-existent in the red zone? Yeah, I know we targeted him 1 for that touchdown and it was a pass interference. But he deserves to be elevated to that next level of a red zone threat, whether that be the fade, whether that be the slant. He deserves it. And we don't attack him in the red zone enough. He has earned that right to say, throw me the ball and let me make do. I need to see them give Devontae the next, allow him to take the next step as a premier receiver in this league and become a red zone threat. Let me tell y'all something. Devontae Parker is going to give them the yards. But for the life of me, he should have 1 touchdown every single week. Devontae Parker should have 1 touchdown every single week. His stock is up, and we need to treat him as such. That's just my take. As good as he's been, I still don't think we're getting the right utilization out of Devontae. I'm sick of this first and goal from the one, and he's out there single cover without safety help nor linebacker faded to his side or anything, and we don't do anything with it. No. And then we actually have the nerve to go to him on a 5 wide, which again, it drew the pass interference. He was in position to get the touchdown, but we need to start to work him out as a one-on-one threat on the outside in the red zone, in the 5 yard range. It makes no sense not to. Okay, TD, get them victory party lights on. Yeah, my son turned it on. I say it's worth the occasion. It's worth the occasion. I say, you know, we could party, y'all. We could party. We could do it big. Why not? Why not? You know, I like it. Oh, man. But anywho, man, now number one on my stock up is, I think we all already know. Put it in the comment section. Who is number one on stock up? Put it in the comment section. Who is number one on stock up? It should be common sense. Everybody should know. Everybody should know, okay? I want to see what y'all think. Put it in the comment section. Thank you. I want some more. Put them in the no. Mike Gesicki's stock isn't up, okay? Mike Gesicki's stock was up last week. He actually regressed. He's not on my stock down this week, but he only had one catch. It was a touchdown, but at the same token, we need him to be that dominant tight end. But it's Myles Gaskins, ladies and gentlemen. We already did a video about it earlier. I don't need to say that much about it, but this kid is really impressing. He's been a dual threat. And I listened to Flores today, and he made a good point that I did not point out about Myles Gaskins. First of all, he started out by saying, you know, because they keep asking him, you know, what's with Myles Gaskins getting all the carries? He said, you know, you play well, you practice well, you know, you earn more opportunities, and that's what he's the case of. He's earned it, you know, and that's fair. But you know what he said? He said not only is he running the ball well, not only is he catching the ball out of the backfield, becoming that threat as well, but you know what else he's doing well, which is actually shocking. You look at him, you wouldn't think it. Put it in the comment section. I know we got some smart, intelligent football heads rocking with me, man. You know what else this man is doing well? Please put it in the comment section. He's doing something that we've struggled with in the past. Please, somebody get it right. There's another thing he's doing well. And the winner is home of 2K. But everybody got it right. Pass protection and blocking. Flores is impressed with the small guy's ability to block. His ability to block. And we know we need, if anything, that would have been, I would have guessed that would have been his issue. That would have been his, you know, you're never going to be a premier back because of that. Myles Gaskins is giving it all, y'all. He's sacrificing his body. He's trying to play great football. And I love it. He's number one on my stock up. Congratulations, Myles Gaskins. Keep it going, homie. Now, honorable mention. I have an honorable mention. And that's Raekwon Davis. My honorable mention, who was number 6 on my list that didn't make the top 5, but I had to make him honorable mention, Raekwon Davis. I'm telling y'all, the kid is actually, don't beat me up for this, y'all. The kid actually sitting your boy down more and more. He's sitting your boy down more and more. Y'all know who I'm talking about, your boy Godchild. My boy too. I like Godchild. But he's making it easy for the coaches to not play Godchild as much. To not play Godchild as much. I'm just saying. Raekwon Davis has been a beast. He's been moving that O-line. He's been making plays, getting in that backfield. And he's nose tackles and tackles, they don't get talked about much, but trust me, his stock is up, ladies and gentlemen. Pay attention and look at the snap count. We're going to keep our eyes on that situation. We are going to keep our eye on that situation. It's interesting. Now, there were a lot of other people we could have said whose stock is up. Noah, but I'm going to be honest with y'all. I can't get it past my head. You know, Noah could have gave up that wide open touchdown, you know, if Minshew would have threw it right. I just can't get that out of my head. Noah's stock is up, though. He did have a much better game from the Buffalo game, no question about it. But I'm sorry, I just couldn't add him yet because he still almost gave up that wide open one. You got our safety. You got Perry. His stock is up, playing in the nickel, starting out in the nickel. We also didn't. We went away from the single high safety, and we actually played two high, cover two in a lot of cases too in this game. You had Eric Rowe making his first start next to Bobby McCain. Some of y'all may have not have known that, but we ran two high safeties in a lot of situations in this game. Eric Rowe got his first start of the season. So it's a lot of players across the board. I haven't even talked about Austin Jackson and Solomon Kinley. I haven't even mentioned those guys, but their stock isn't up as much as these guys because their stock has been up since week one. Their stock has already been up. But that boy Austin Jackson, man, he plays like a dog and he ain't scared of nobody. He ain't scared of nobody. He actually playing some football like I'm seeing him out there getting little nicky-ticky fights with defensive linemen and headbutting them and like, let's go. Hey, I ain't know he had it in him. I mean, I know he had it in him, but I ain't know he had it in him. He's actually out there playing like, I mean, y'all act like I'm some little chump or something. Y'all better tighten up. He out there with a little bit of swag to himself that I've been noticing. And Solomon Kinley out here dragging people to the ground. When I watch film, I'm seeing some crazy stuff that I'm proud of. Man, listen. I'll be honest. I don't even know how to act about this O-line. I'm being 1,000% honest with y'all. I don't know if to be excited or to be like whatever. I ain't used to it, so I'm just shutting up, hoping it stay this way. I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to be like, oh, the O-line is the best. Like, I've already did a little bit of that, and then I start thinking, no, I don't want it to turn around because I start talking good. I don't even know what to do. I try not to talk about the O-line because it's playing so well, I don't want to jinx it. Every time I'll be like, man, I got to tired. I'll be like, no, I ain't going to do it because we done been through 20 years of it being trash. Ooh, I don't want to jinx this because we can't go back in that direction. We can't. I mean, that's the truth. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Every time I think about talking about the O-line, I just be like, y'all just keep playing good. I'm going to leave y'all alone. I ain't going to give anybody too much credit, and I ain't going to hate on anybody too much about how bad they playing. Man, but shout out to them. I'll just say that. Shout out to the O-line, man. Gosh, we got that right. We got that Austin Jackson and Solomon Kinley, them picks right. And think about what we got for Tunsil and the money we've saved. Oh my gosh, people need to, hey, give it up for Greer, ladies and gentlemen. See, we always talk about what happened on the field and all this and that, but can we give our general manager some props on this? Can we give our general manager some props on what he's, I know it's early, it's still early, so shut up, TD. But can we give our general manager some props on that, trading Laramie Tunsil, getting those assets, going to get his replacement who is just as good and gritty, and adding Solomon Kinley on the right side? Oh, my gosh. Okay. Listen, man. Man, I'm impressed. We profited and saved money. Tunsil costing $22 million. Guess how much Austin Jackson and Solomon Kinley costed? End of discussion. We saving about what, $16 million on that combined per year, and we got 2 for 1. It just remind me how many people unsubscribed to the channel when I said y'all might look up and see Tunsil traded. Bro, I've been with you since day one, but you just crossed the line. Yeah, now you're just talking just to get views. That's what they told me. They say I just be talking to get views. That's what they told me. Bro, you just trying to make stories to get views now. This team will never trade Tunsil. I'm out of here. I'm going to listen to somebody else that know football. And then they traded him, and I said it was a great idea. Lost more people. I wonder if anybody came back. I don't know. Fans up, y'all. That is my stock up video for the day. In about 2 minutes, actually in about 5 minutes, I will be going live for the stock down video. I will be going live about the stock down video. You're not gonna want to miss this one. It's pretty simple, but you're still not gonna want to miss it. People gonna be mad at me, but it is what it is. This is TD Fans Talk, home of the real Miami Dolphin fans. I'll see y'all in a little bit. Peace. Hit that like button, please. 200 likes.